not ready for summer to end. Leo signs, we've got the Eight of Swords reversed. And actually, as I was dealing this card, I heard aqua. And then as I sat with that and I kind of like touched the card, I did this before I started the video, I saw bubbles and then a wave. So maybe you guys are just going to the beach a lot. I'm kind of getting the feeling that you guys are not ready for summer to be over. And I'm getting beach vibes. I'm just getting beach vibes off of all of these cards. So maybe you've been thinking a lot about the beach or going to the beach, or you're trying to get one last beach trip in before the summer's over. Now, with the Eight of Swords reversed here, I'm getting the sense that you're trying to squeeze it in. You're just not ready to accept that summer's over, even if you have to go alone. Nine of Pentacles is you may be going alone without your friends. Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups is the group, the rest of the big group, the gang, okay? Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups is the gang, but you may have to go at it alone, or you're willing to, because you're not willing to give up this last little bit of time before the summer's over to hit the beach, or maybe just do something that is beachy or summertime related, okay? It doesn't have to be specifically the beach, but maybe like a summertime activity that you're not ready to give up doing, and so you're trying to squeeze in that activity one last time, regardless of who's with you or not. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom. Actually, on the bottom, Two of Wands. It's it's your choice. You're just like, I choose to go to the beach. I choose to have one last round of fun before the summer's over. Before I have to switch gears. Two of Pentacles, right? Two of Wands is your choice. The sun is to be in the sun, to enjoy the sun, to enjoy summer. And Two of Pentacles is switching gears to, well, fall season. So you guys are kind of trying to squeeze in just a little bit more of summertime activities before you switch over to more of the grind, which is, I think, getting a bit more serious. So let's pull Oracle cards and see if we can get anything else for you. Tell me more about Leo. By the way, if you guys are enjoying these videos, don't forget to check out my Patreon account, which I just launched. So if you want to see love readings, if you want to see monthly readings, I will have that stuff available. So links will be below for people on YouTube. On TikTok, you basically have to go to my profile and copy it there, because I can't seem to get links to work. Okay, tell me more about Leo. Okay, we got Leo reversed. So your sign reversed. Like I said, you guys, I mean, you're in your element when you're in Leo season, which is the summer, which we're kind of phasing out of, right? But you're not ready for it. You're wary of it. The cat is wary. The cat is like, have you ever seen a cat try to test water? They don't like water. You ever see a cat trying to test like water that they're about to drink? They dip a paw in a lot of times. They're very careful and they're very wary in general. And that's what the cat stands for in this deck. And you're very wary of a time when you have to not have fun. It's not, you're very wary of not having all the summertime fun. Okay, let's see what else is here. The Zero, the Manticore in the chair. Oh man, you're like the fun will be over. Once the weather changes, you're like the fun's over. Zero and the Manticore, and maybe you're literally going back to school and you're not looking forward to it, but then it's like all the frustrations begin. All the Zero is the end of the fun, and the Manticore here is the beginning of the bother of maybe normalcy, everyday life. Maybe you gotta just get more serious about your work, or maybe you're literally going back to work, right? But there's an element of just being frustrated about it ending. And then with the chair here, it is kind of going back to your normal life. It's going back to I feel like the summer's the exception. The chair is what you normally sit in, but this period of fun was the exception, and you're just trying to cling to this last bit of fun before you get back to your normal life. So let's pull some advice. On the bottom we have Mercury. That's you guys getting real busy, keeping busy, like I said, trying to squeeze in some last minute activity out of the season. But let's pull some advice and see what comes out for advice for you guys. I don't know. Any advice here for Leo? Any advice for Leo? Leo? Okay. There's a super serious vibe to the King of Swords coming out with the moon here. It's almost like fear of seriousness, fear of having to be serious, fear of not having fun all the time. Let me see what else. Let's see what else is on top. Yeah, Temperance, Queen of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. That is getting your life in order, getting your life in order, and I think you've been putting that on the back burner while you squeeze out this last little bit of fun and excitement out of the summer. And you're almost like afraid. You're like, oh my God, once I start to actually act responsible, then it's almost like you feel like there's a sense of looming dread. There's a sense of looming dread because then it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have all these responsibilities. I have to actually get on top of my game. But it is time. The advice here, it's time. I mean, it is what it is. There are responsibilities that need to be addressed. King of Swords is almost like there are bills that need to be paid, and that's a fact. It is the hard facts a little bit with the King of Swords. And the moon here is also your habits. So there are hard facts also about your habits that need to be looked at and addressed, like paying your bills. Maybe you are behind, you know, because you've been prioritizing vacation, fun, going out, and now it's time to get serious. So it is time. It is time to get serious, and it is time to get your ducks in a row. It is time to get your bills paid. It's time to actually get into the Virgo energy. That's all Virgo energy, which we've kind of been in, but I feel like you guys are holding on to the Leo energy from end of August. Let's see here. On the bottom, we have the Eight of Swords again, and this time it's coming out with the Three of Cups underneath it. So part of your fear is it's like, oh no, summer's over, I'm not going to see my friends anymore. Oh no, summer's over, I'm not going to get to spend time with my buds, with my crew. Like I said before, we're getting the team together. That's not going to happen anymore because you're going to have to get serious. And you're going to have to focus on, responsibilities in your life, etc. And there's a looming sense of dread. And yet, the advice here is that that it's time to maybe just address these things. It's a fact. It's cut and dry. It sucks. Bills exist. So and responsibilities exist. And you're not getting away with it. You're not getting out of it just by burying your head in the sand like an ostrich or running away from your fears. You gotta pay your bill. You gotta pay your taxes, all that stuff. Let's pull oracle cards. Okay. Oh, okay. So this was the first card that came out. We have Aquarius, and then these cards came out afterwards. It's really funny because Aquarius is kind of like saying, well, if it's off season, then find something that is appropriate for that season. So let's say you're really into football, which is not actually summer, but let's just say you're really into football, and it's football season, and we're coming out of that season, so you're bummed about it. Well, maybe it's time to get into something obscure that is coming up, that there's actually a season for. I don't know, croquet, polo, something bizarre. Aquarius is weird. So yeah, even though you can't go to the beach, you can do something weird instead to still get the gang together and still stay active and still kind of, in a sense, like you're not losing who you are. Like I'm getting the sense that the Leos that I'm reading for feel out of sorts when you're not fun in the sun. And this is saying you don't have to feel out of sorts in wintertime. You don't have to get wintertime depression. You just need to find something different to do that is like almost similar or equivalent. You just haven't thought of it. So like, let's say for example, you like to be active, you like to play sports, you like to be, go to the beach, right? Well, you could play laser tag. In the winter, you could find an indoor place that has laser tag. You could do like a wall climbing gym or something off the beaten path that's off season. So that's the advice here, is like there's no reason for the looming sense of dread. You can still be yourself and feel like yourself off season. It's just a matter of adopting. The number 4 is adopting into your normal habits. The number 8 and the number 4 is adopting into your normal habits something different, which is the Aquarius here. Something that you can stay active with off season, that's the Knight, and something that you can incorporate into your being, which is the House. And it's going to give you a sense of empowerment, which is the key here. Okay, so all of this is advice on how you can avoid feeling like you need to, feeling a sense of dread for the summer being over, which if that's your favorite season, or the season being over. This time of your life being over, even if it's not tied to the season, right? This time of your life being over, there are different ways that you can express yourself and still have a good time, okay? In any time of year. So that's the advice, is to incorporate those things into your life, and then you'll be good. All right, Leo signs. that's your reading. Thank you guys for being here. With that, I will see you guys